Testing, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Adjust the Mic family. This is Charlie.
And Scott.
Hey, just because we act like children, it doesn't mean that children should be listening.
F words and B words, C words, we say them all.
Oh my. Everything we say, we don't know what we're talking about, and we're clueless.
Chris knows a lot.
I mean, of science. Yeah, and thank you for downloading and subscribing to the Adjust the Mic podcast.
Why are you calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
I don't call no girls in the middle of the night. You got the wrong number.
Boy, you tell me who you are.
So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid, or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone.
You like the Foo Fighters?
No.
Episode 139 of Adjust the Mic. To my right,
We cracked it. I hope we heard it.
the host with the most, Mr. Scott Geiser.
Hello there, ladies and gents.
How's it going? To my left, the craft beer queen, Miss Colleen.
How are you now?
Hey, beautiful. How you doing? Chris isn't
Back
here.
on that CrossFit.
Yeah.
Chris is here.
No, Chris.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie's
how
here,
are
though.
you doing?
I'm doing really good, man.
Are you doing really good?
Yeah, it's really fucking hot out
Like,
though.
how good are you doing?
I'm in the air conditioning, so I'm good.
Like,
Oh,
fantastic?
Yes,
One-
AC.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man.
You're going somewhere, right?
Yeah. Going to hell if I don't change my ways. Am I right?
Yeah.
No,
God help me.
we go New York next week.
That's going to be fun, man. I've never been to New York.
What?
No.
Really?
I cannot believe that.
Nope.
Scott.
No, I've been to Buffalo. I'm sorry.
That's
I've been
not
to
That's
Buffalo.
not the
That's
real New York.
Canada.
it was like, that's where we
fucking
went.
Canada,
we went
bro.
to, like, yeah, exactly.
Isn't it so funny? You forget there's like a whole nother part of New
Totally
York outside
forgot
of
that I
Manhattan.
went there. Like,
Yeah.
no, like I've never been to like New York City, New Jersey,
I haven't been in a long time.
like Long Island. Like I want to go up there,
Let me tell you something.
like bad.
That it's amazing when you see that New York skyline. It does something
Yeah.
to you inside. It's like, and when my brother literally, outside his door, I can look and see the skyline of Manhattan, and
Yeah.
it never gets old. Like I walk out and just look, I'm like, wow, man, because we don't have anything like that here.
Well, my mom, like my family comes from New York and New Jersey.
Do they really?
Yeah,
That was
that's what
Kentucky.
they all came in.
Yeah, me too. Louisville.
Louisville.
The Kentucky thing was only like when I was 6 years old. Me and my mother moved there
Okay.
to get away from Florida.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And we just started a new life up there with one of my aunts was moving up there as well. So it was like a family group trip with her kids and my kid,
Sure.
and me.
Yeah.
We moved up there. But my grandfather was from Sicily, New York. They had all the big group there.
Sicily, New York.
They're from Sicily. My grandfather's parents were born in Sicily. And they came in on a boat back in the 1900s. To New York. And
So
then
funny,
my
on a boat?
grandmother is
To
from
Ellis Island?
Scotland, and they came in on a boat and lived in New Jersey. We actually, they're in our group. There's like Lisa, there's everybody, Dino, they're all on our Facebook and our podcast group.
Yeah.
But those are all my cousins from New Jersey that like Kelly. I didn't know any of them until I was like in my 20s.
So let me ask you a
It was
question.
all like a secret.
Could you go up and stay with somebody there?
Oh, easily.
It was a
Easily.
secret.
You gotta
I could
go,
easily
buddy.
anytime.
Wait a minute. Go back to it was a secret. How,
Like
how do you have secret
my
cousins?
grandmother and grandfather, like he was a Baptist preacher at Temple Baptist.
Uh-huh.
My grandfather or my grandmother, she never had a driver's license. She was just, Irish lady.
Okay.
They remarried. They were previously married. Well, that was a big no-no.
Sure.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So they moved, and my mother and all her, her brother, all my uncles and aunt, they didn't really know about some of my family up there
Okay.
until my grandmother was gonna die, and told
No
us about
shit.
it. And when the first time I saw my Uncle Wayne, like he looked just like my grandmother, like exactly like my grandmother.
Really?
Like you saw him and you go, "Holy shit, you're my grandmother!
Wow.
You're my grandma."
I'm sure he loves to hear that.
Hi, Grandma. Hey, Nana. Yeah.
Not only do you look
And
like
he
a
was
woman,
he
you
was
look like
the
an old
funniest
woman.
dude in the world, dude.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. He took us all out to what was that? Islands of Adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and he faked that he needed a wheelchair.
Oh,
just so we can get to the front of every line. We did the whole thing in like an hour and a half.
Oh,
Insane.
that's pretty great.
Isn't it crazy with the genealogy websites now? Like all
Yeah.
the stuff you find out. Like, I don't know if you know this
yeah.
or not, but Brent's dad was adopted. And so he'd been trying to, like, you know, just do whatever for his life. They got that genealogy thing, and he got a hit. Somebody contacted him.
Wow.
That happened to be his sister, and she like was messaging him, and he found out that his mother was forced to give him up for adoption when he was born because his biological dad was a military guy, and he had slept with her, knocked her up, and back then you
Holy shit.
you couldn't keep the kids. So she literally was like hidden, forced to give him away, and she has spent her whole life looking for him, and she's still alive. She's like 92. So they reconnected. He's got like 7 or 8 siblings, not all with the same mom, because his dad was just like doing whatever it is.
Wow.
But he was able to go out and meet his mom, who was 92 years old.
How crazy is that?
She actually, it was weird for us at first because she was coming down here to visit everyone, and she wanted to meet everybody right away and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, for Brent and myself with our kids, I was like, I don't mind meeting her first because I don't know her, the family. I don't know from anybody. Like, I know it's your grandma, but like, we got to get to know these people. And she came, and everybody's so nice and awesome. And now he's gone out to Vegas. She lives in Vegas, and they go out and visit. And like, I just can't believe like things like that can actually happen now. It's like so cool.
What stuff do you know about your family history? Like any crazy stuff, anything really cool, or?
Well, my mom does a lot of extensive search on her mom's side of the family, and I know they came from Ireland.
Okay.
And like, she told me stories about how they were in like these gangs with, you know, in the streets, and they would fight people constantly and get arrested. And
She a gypsy?
No, they're just like her brothers were just mean. Like Irish guys. Like,
that's what they do there in
they
Ireland.
They played soccer and fought.
They have fist fights outside.
Yeah.
At determined locations.
Yeah. And then
they move on. And then they move on.
They hug out. They're friends. It's like
it's
a fight club, man. That's what they like to do. And it's one thing that some people there like to do. It's not everybody.
It's crazy
It's all
though.
everybody does.
Like, you hear these stories. I'm so glad I even get to know these stories right from my grandma
Have you
herself.
done your DNA?
No.
Have you, Charlie?
Nope.
You got to do it, man.
I think I'm going to.
See, like, I always heard, like, it's easy to misinterpret things that you've heard your family say over the years and then maybe categorize it wrongly, right? And so I always kind of had like a little idea of my family history, but I didn't know, very well, and I wasn't really sure on certain things. I did that DNA thing on the, I went down a rabbit hole, man. Like I searched out and I found like all these fingers of extra geysers and Anellos and all of our family, names.
Yeah.
At geysers.
What's the website?
It's the.
Is it the 23andMe one or something?
No, the big one.
I would do Ancestry.
Ancestry.com. Yeah. It's fantastic. Dude, it was like under $100 to get the kit. They send you a kit. You do the swab, and they had like this little comb thing or whatever to get a good DNA sample, and you ship them like 3 different types so they can compare them.
Do you think
it's
bullshit though?
No. Dude. No, it's like my family, like exactly. Sicily was very dark on my ancestry. Like I'm definitely have roots there.
Careful.
Germany from the Geyser side, from my dad's side, very dark there. And then the northern, they call it Scandinavia. Mm-hmm. So everything north and North Europe, like Norway, Scotland. Yeah,
$100.
But those were my roots completely.
Really?
Yep. It was those 3 locations.
Brent got it done. His dad got it done. And my dad, he's adopted. He got it done.
Yeah.
It's so weird because there's so many like people adopted in my family. Because like even my mom, her biological dad died when she was 2, like from Agent Orange in the war.
Oh, wow.
So like there's a whole side of the family of that side of the family I don't know at all. Because like I didn't grow up with them. So like I do want to get it done, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, what is going to come up?
Let's get it done for the show and write it off.
We should. I'll pull I need to go pull up my ancestry. It's been like 5 or 6 years. Last time.
Oh my God. You know how many things are going to be all up on there now?
Last time I looked at it, there was like some geyser that was asking me all these questions about somebody that I didn't know very well. He's trying to find somebody in our family.
Have you gone on that on Ancestry, Charlie?
Oh man, you got to do it, man.
Because people can add to your tree and they can see your tree and message you like if you guys all connect.
It links up. You can link up like your family.
Do they steal all your information?
If you really kind of, I think there's a way you can even print it out and like have it on your wall.
Really?
That
because you can upload pictures, you can upload documents, like
you can upload like old birth certificates and stuff like that, and then they'll go, oh, that one matches, you know what I mean? And
you see old censuses, like with people's names handwritten in, like it's so cool.
It pops up like little links to where you can go, hey, research this, so you can click on it and then do some research in there, and then you can kind of either rule it out or keep it.
I'm signing up right now so they can steal all my information.
They have my DNA.
They're catching a lot of people like previous cases because it's not directed to them, but it's like a family member of a family member. Because now it's like this DNA based database can be huge.
Oh, it really is, man.
It's like ESI when they had like, we got to run it through AFIS and blah blah blah.
I work for the state, man. They have everything.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And their testing and their software keeps getting better and better. So all of a sudden you'll be on the site, and then like a week later they'll do an update, and you'll have more connections, or there'll be something more deep. Like your region of where you're from gets like smaller because the technology of testing improves or something.
You haven't checked it in that long. You're gonna have probably like hundreds of messages.
Place of birth.
I found in Arizona, my cousin from my mother's side, Shona, she's in our group. She's the big Phoenix Sun basketball fan, and she is in Phoenix, out in Arizona. There's a guy named Tim Geyser. He's my guys. He knows Shona, and they live like 20, 30 miles from each other.
They didn't know that.
And they're both from my mother's side and father's side separately.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And they know each other.
That's crazy.
And never linked up, that we were all related. And then I'm like, Tim Geyser, and they saw Facebook that we were friends with both, and they're like, holy crap, I know that person.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy, man. It's cool. And we have all the Geysers. They're from Toledo, Ohio.
Really?
The Toledo Mudhens is the small baseball team there. And there used to be a Geyser Hotel, Geyser Automotive. They do Geyser reunions up there, where like all these Geysers go up there and stay in campers and camp out together. My Uncle Gary and my Uncle Larry, Gary, they actually drove up there like 4 or 5, some time not long ago, and went and visited all the old places and stuff. We had a bed and breakfast up there that was Geyser bed and breakfast.
So nuts.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I got pictures and everything.
Charlie, yeah, you definitely got to do it.
I'm already doing it.
You're doing it right now?
Yeah, I just had it my parents.
Do your parents ever tell you stories about like the old days?
Get off of it right now, because like Scott said, you'll go down a hole and you won't stop.
Okay.
How's everybody doing?
What were you asking? Exactly. What were you just asking?
I wasn't paying attention.
No, you're good. Did your mom and dad, did they ever like do the old glory days of the family history and where you're from?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had do you have like a crazy uncle that did anything?
Like my grandmother and grgrandfather both were from Ireland, and my grandma literally believed in banshees.
Wow.
Till the day, like she used to talk about it all the time.
Okay.
Highly religious. Absolutely loved John F. Kennedy. JFK was like her. I always thought about JFK. And my mother's side, not so much. She wasn't really close with her dad, and her mom was awesome, but she had 7. She was a single mom with 7 kids.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's always crazy stories. Like my mom and all her brothers and sisters grew up. They were just kids living while their mother worked, and it's insanity. It's just so different than today's world.
It really is.
It really
7
is.
kids. Like to us, that's crazy. But then I guess that was just the norm, especially if you're Catholic.
And
oh yeah.
Like my mother is one of 5 or 6, and then of their previous marriages, there was 1 or 2 on each side. They had previous marriages.
You look at those family trees, and it's like
I mean,
all these aunts and uncles,
Yeah.
and then everyone starts to get smaller and
back
smaller.
then, the average household was 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah.
Because somebody stayed at home all the time. So you had that person at home, that raised the family and did all of the really hard work.
Yeah.
Where the dude got to go and hang out with his buddies at a job bitching.
God.
And then come home and sit on a couch and wait for his food to be, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how they did it.
it's crazy.
They didn't have tablets or
But, it's like,
nothing.
I mean, a lot of people still live that kind of lifestyle, and it's a good lifestyle, because it's like the family is closer. There's more of you. There's a lot less people per household nowadays.
Well, they're saying that because of everything that's going on right now in this fucking crazy world with the economy and COVID and just how crazy it is, that people are going to start going back to that. Like groups, like families living together.
Oh, yeah.
Like your mother and father or you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
starting
village.
with the inflation and everything happening right now. It's going to happen more and more. With everything happening in Ukraine, a lot of those people are either moving in with strangers or they're moving in family and living a whole different new life now. That who knows how long it could last for. It could be a generation, or two. Right, like it's crazy how like one thing can happen that changes everything. And all of our parents,
and we've had many things.
Oh yeah. And see,
like
for
last
us
3 years.
Like I feel like our generation is one of the more like we grew up where we were at the very start of the big change in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Where things started changing and things started getting a little. But for us, we've had a stable kind of safe life.
Yes.
For the most part, I feel.
Yes.
To where our parents had huge changes.
They made us I was pretty fucking scared of Russia. Because of Red Dawn and Rocky IV.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was like Ivan Drago was coming to my house. I was fucking scared.
No doubt.
But it definitely wasn't like you look at the kids like in the 60s like doing drills getting under desks because you're going to get bombed.
Yeah. Well, now they do that for shooters.
And now you look at kids today and they have shooter drills.
And it's, man.
You said people are having more kids. I feel like the younger people I know are not having kids. Like my sister and stuff, they're all about their dogs.
Less and less kids. No, people buy there was an MIT study. I was at a trade show and this MIT guy, a statistical guy, was like, ice cream went from a half a gallon, and without them really talking about it, now they're a third a gallon for the same, because there's less people in the house. And when you're eating that ice cream, and you had a half of a gallon because there was less people in the house, was getting frozen, like the freeze.
Who are these people letting ice cream go that long?
Yeah.
That's MIT, dude. MIT, they study like down to the weird detail, and then they sell that information to corporations so they can make decisions and they can fund all their smarty pants stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was so interesting hearing them say that to us. And now, that was like 15 years ago, that speech. It's actually happening now. Now you have Elon and all these hyper intelligent people talking about how in America there's less and less people being born. So we're going back like China. Everybody thinks they can only have one child. They can actually have 3 children now, and they're still going backwards in population, which is going to be a negative real estate thing eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, hence why everybody's buying up everything to rent out.
It's so fucking crazy right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you guys, with everything, you had brought that up, Colleen, do you guys feel comfortable going out in public right now with this shit?
That's a good...
I think I feel more uncomfortable now than I did with COVID.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that the right way because... I don't know how much of what we're seeing right now is prepared for us to see it right now.
I know.
Like, because I know if you go and watch local television stations all across the world.
You're telling me you don't trust the media?
I'm telling you I don't. and if I, like, when I lived in Louisville, okay, there's a lot of crime in Louisville in certain areas. A lot. It's a big city. It has a bad area. And it's called, the area, to my remembrance, is called Portland. It's like a downtown suburb in Louisville. And they will just walk right in front of the road, stop you, rob you. You don't drive down certain roads. And I would see gun deaths and like murders at home and fights on TV. Like when you watch the evening news when I was a kid, I mean that's what my parents watched. I remember all of this stuff every day, just hearing it every day and going, man, there's so much crime. but it wasn't. But we weren't watching network news. We were watching our local channels on a basic old TV without no apps or computers. That was our only source of information other than the radio.
Yeah.
You know, so nowadays, I feel like, you know, I'm not saying that there's not more gun. I don't know what I can't quote statistics right now. But what I can say is like, for me personally, I know for a fact there's a lot of unstable people out there right now. And we are, as a country, more divided than we've ever been. So I feel like everybody is on edge on top of the COVIDs, and now you can go on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere and watch every fight that's in every Walmart, that's in every grocery store, every gas station, every robbery, every street fight, everything that everybody does. You can see it online. So you're getting so much of this at such a higher, you know, level from so many different sources, and it's confusing. Man.
So with this gun stuff, you would think that people would be more careful. At Hardware on Sunday, I had a table outside. Somebody drove by and shot at them with an air pellet gun. Like, had a gun. It looked like a gun, but it was like an airsoft gun or whatever. And I couldn't believe it because it was like, it looks like a real gun. And if it would have been like, it was so crazy because I'm like, this car's
is the thing,
by. Like,
is that the media is constantly sensational.
Oh yeah,
bringing it out.
Yeah, they're just, it won't stop.
It won't.
And some of these fucking younger people, man. And I hate to sound like the old fucking guy, but Jesus Christ, man! Like,
I know
you're seeing it everywhere. And
people are popping off left and right about everything. I mean, kids right now. I mean, when kids don't get along like kids used to get along. You know, and especially when you can go online and argue, you can say anything you want on any video game when you're on voice talking to people and stuff.
Yeah, and even
people just they can do that and get away with it. And then they try to do it at school, or they slip up and someone,
that's even like text messaging.
You know what I mean?
We actually had a conversation with somebody about this today. How you talk to people on a text message is nothing compared to how me and you're gonna communicate in person.
Oh yeah.
So if there's any differences, if there's any touch of conflict, somebody's gonna take something the wrong way.
Yeah.
So it's best just to call and hear their voice or in person. But that's that generation now. Like all kids do is text.
Oh yeah.
That's all they do. That's all they do.
And everything. See, everything is. Maybe this is the sensitive part of me, but everything I feel like is being judged all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is being critiqued in a micromanaged way in everybody's brain with you and so when you're a younger kid, if you don't have a parent that's like cool, calm, and collected and teaching you how to handle yourself in different situations, when you feel like you got a peacock and hold be prideful to not let somebody
what it is interpersonal skills. That you have to have like. You have to try to teach that to your children. You have to try. It's not easy.
It's hard. And a lot of people aren't, or, you know, resorting to medication. Maybe you have to. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
But, like, everybody has their way in what works. And I'm cool with all of those different ways. But, man, there's a lot of pressure, like, on everybody right now. Teachers, man, damn. Like, all you're doing is you're not even teaching anymore.
It's so crazy.
You're not teaching. They're not. Okay, you know how like recycling companies are taking your recycling bin and then they're just throwing it in the trash because the recycling system's broken in America right now. Okay,
is that really true?
Yes.
Oh man.
That's our school system. We're a broken system, man. We're shuffling the kids to school because both parents are going to work,
and
then we're getting calls, you know, over kids and this fight, that fight, this.
My kids have had good fucking. Like,
you know, we've had a lot of good teachers too, and for every 10 parents that have had real bad situations, there's another 10 parents that have had just fine situations, and I had to deal with it. You know, everybody has different situations. Like if you took your kids and just put them in one different school and had just one personality that was coming after them, and then there was, you know, there would be a little issue. And like Silas, he's had 2 or 3 kids that have been with him every grade. that are just consistently having problems, and then Silas doesn't handle himself in his reactionary.
Yeah, but a lot of that's probably coming from home.
Oh, it's all, totally everything is. I mean, that's all. Every kid is everything comes from home. But I guess what I'm saying is the importance of respect your teacher while you're in her presence and let her teach you, and then having some kind of, like back in the day we used to get whipped. Our teacher had a paddle back in elementary school. You know what
grew
I'm
up
saying?
in the fucking 50s?
And I'm not saying that's okay, but I mean, I got paddled. I was paddled.
I didn't.
I was
get
probably
paddled.
one of the last ages of kids to get paddled.
I did go to a Catholic school.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was even worse.
I didn't get in trouble, but I've heard other kids got. But I never.
Ruler to the hand and those little type of things.
Oh, I had a teacher who went through rulers like you wouldn't believe, but she would take those long ones and slap them on the board, like so fucking loud.
But like, I just feel like there was a difference. Like you might have had one or two kid cutting up in class, a couple class clowns or whatever. But I don't know, man. It just, I feel like these teachers are just, I feel like they're getting, maybe, I don't know, something, they ain't happy. And I understand why.
Yeah.
It's a shitty time to be a kid right now. This generation is going through more than what we went through.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it is, what it is, man.
It's
Colleen, how old is your oldest?
He's gonna be 8 in a couple weeks.
He's gonna be 8 in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I can't. I don't like. I think about what your kids are going through, but it's like so different at their school because everyone's got special needs. It's a very small school. There's a ABA therapist pretty much on every single kid in there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's constant adults teaching these kids like, no, you can't do that, whatever. And sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. But it's like I think about back in the day, like you were saying, there's that one personality that's like getting with Silas. Can you imagine? He's thinking, I got to deal with this kid through high school without some kind of conflict resolution. How is he going to handle it? And I feel so bad because it's like, kids that were homeschooled, we always thought they were so weird. But I'm like, man, maybe they lucked out not having to deal with that kind of bullshit. And now with all these social medias, you can still make friends. Not like the homeschool kids never had any friends because they were at home. But now it's like you can still have friends, be homeschooled, do virtual school. You can do all these different options. I just hope that the kids that are in school know that, like, maybe they could talk to somebody. I don't know.
You know what we need? Seriously, you ready? Growing up, we had movies, right? We were movie people. Now they got YouTube. There's all these different things, right? One thing that hasn't been made in a while, and maybe I'm wrong, is where's our badass teacher movie where like they go
Dangerous
into
Minds?
Or what's the one? what's the one with
the substitute?
The real old one with the Spanish teacher that goes into the school and he's badass and teaches them all math to where they're like fucking math geniuses.
Oh, I forget.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's like 80s.
Is it
80s
summer
as
school?
fuck. Summer school, like
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Where's that?
Back to school.
But where's that?
Yes.
Where's that teacher like right now that has to go into a school with all this shit happening, and you know what I mean?
They're teaching online
that's
from the safety of their
marketing.
house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where is that? Like, because there's always one teacher in every school, or sometimes there's multiple teachers in a school, or maybe it's a principal or a leader of some kind.
I think
that changes the culture in some way.
I'm telling you now, they can't do that because everything's online. Everyone cries. Everyone complains. Like those kind of teachers that give you the tough love and like, this is how it is. Yeah. They have to deal with these parents that send emails constantly. Why is my kid blah, blah, blah? Like my mom, when she first started teaching, it was so different than the last year she was teaching where she's like, done. And all these good teachers, they get tired of the bullshit and the walking and tiptoeing around where it's like kids need to come in and do what they're supposed to do.
Is that like an overprotection? Like parents, we just overprotected for a while, or do we not?
I don't know, because some of these parents, the things that I've heard, it's just like, it sounds like they are delusional at the fact of like, what a teacher's responsibility is and what their kid's responsibility is. Yeah. But
well, I think you have to be very aware of what your child's going through in their life. You have to be very engaged with them. You have to take your time and talk to them and spend time with them. Yeah. Because they try to hide a lot of shit too. And we're busy as parents. You're always busy, go. And take a minute.
Yeah.
Talk about their day. Talk about how they're doing. Check them out. See how they're doing. Just be be
Oh, yeah.
involved, man.
Yep.
I think a lot of these crazy situations that's happened, where the parents weren't,
I mean, really, when you're a child, if you like
if my 18-year-old child on his birthday goes to buy a gun, like I'm gonna know about it.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna fucking know.
oh yeah,
That's just.
not a fucking chance. I'm not gonna know about it.
I'm just gonna know.
At least I feel that way.
I feel that way
mean,
too.
Yeah,
And I'm confident in that feeling. Like I really I don't. That's not a thing. And I'm not. That's just.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
like, and there's a balance too, man, because like you don't want to try to know everything about your kid and what they're doing, because there is a balance. Like a part of the kid's well-being long term and being okay long term and not having that attachment, when they grow up, is being able to think for yourself, do things for yourself, and be entrusted in doing things for yourself. That helps with your self-awareness and securities and all these things. So you can be way too overbearing and controlling to where you push them away and they hide stuff you'll never find.
I always want to be a parent that your kids can come to you.
Exactly.
But I'm also dude. They don't write a fucking rule book up.
They don't.
This shit ain't easy doing this.
You wanna,
but I'm always gonna be their father. I'm not your friend. Like I'm your dad. But
you want to know the best thing though?
It's such a fucking weird line.
The best thing you can do is you're going to get it wrong so many times.
Oh yeah,
so many times. But in the future, when you finally the moment that hits your brain that you fucked up or you were wrong, you pull that child aside and you say, "Hey, you remember when I did that? I was wrong for that.
Oh yeah,
I messed up. I popped off at you, and I was totally assuming that you were the problem. It wasn't you. That was not your fault. That was my fault. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
If you can do that and you can whether it's your job or anything, if you can just do that,
well, they see you hold yourself accountable.
You'll be all right.
I remember my mom doing those things when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom used to always take us out and buy candy or take us somewhere, like whenever she got mad at us or something and she felt it was unjustified on the road, and she felt bad. It was like, we ain't getting in trouble. You just give her a few minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get ice cream.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
Man, we went down the parenting rabbit hole.
Break time?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Had fun stuff.
Break.
I'll go back.
I smelled the brute in her hair. Pull out the demon, she was screaming, but no one knew. Built this riverbed just for you. She was my lady, still at my greatest.
So we're back?
Yeah, we're back. We were just having a conversation outside about Top Gun. And me and Colleen could care less.
I don't want to talk about
it. Is there a celebrity that's Tom Cruise for me? Like I'm not watching any of his fucking movies. I'm just not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
War of the Worlds was really good, and Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
But other than
what
that,
was the Cocktails?
Back in the 80s? Never seen. Yeah, Cocktail was
never
the
seen it either.
Beach Boys song. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Remember that one?
Days of Thunder.
No.
That's a great
but
movie. That was a good movie.
Do you have any actors or actresses that if they're in it, you're just like, nope?
I do.
Okay.
Who is it?
Colleen?
I don't think so. I don't really.
I'm trying to think. I can't think off the top of my head right now, but there's somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, Will Smith is a little weird.
That's Tom Cruise for me. I love Will Smith.
I wanted that Richard thing, but then he hit Chris Rock, and I'm like, I think I should not.
He's such a fucking great actor, though.
He is.
I don't, for some reason, and I can't tell you who's the Perry guy that makes movies.
Perry guy.
The Medea movies.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
I've never seen it.
Everybody loves him. He is a big time, dude. Like he's been in a lot of.
I know he hustles. He's a grinder.
Yeah, man. But
I've never seen any of those movies.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of anything.
Okay.
At all. I'm trying to think. There's somebody. I have hate deep in me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like, but who is it? Who do I want? Like, I don't know.
Okay, so you printed up this list.
Oh, I was just
Just like I want
I didn't know if to use it.
I want to fire these off to Colleen.
All right.
I thought we were going to talk about the boys, but okay.
Oh, we're gonna.
I haven't seen it yet.
We're gonna go
All right.
there.
Colleen,
Mm-hmm.
cat or dog?
Cat.
Shit. Broccoli or green beans?
Broccoli.
Become a fish or a bird? Scott, what was that?
I copied and pasted this.
Bird.
I'd rather be so you can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Batman or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Gummy worms or gummy bears?
Worms.
Really? Oh, this is a good one for you. Let's skip a couple. Amusement park or water park?
Amusement park.
Really?
100%.
I hate water parks. I hate
water parks. Someone put on a bathing suit for a
All
bunch
day
of people and have my bathing suit go up my ass.
I'm just not a big water. The what is the pool? The wave pool is fucking
Lazy
terrifying.
river all day long.
Wave pool's
I'll
terrifying.
just go to my grandma's pool.
Lazy river.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Pie all day. Pie all day.
Pie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
French silk pie?
French silk
Chocolate
pie.
cake.
So
Red
good.
velvet cake. Yellow cake with
Apple
icing.
pie.
Apple pie. Cherry pie.
Apple top.
Pecan
apple
pie.
Eh.
Pumpkin pie.
Banana
We're not saying
cream.
they're not good.
Banana cream pie. Key
I like
lime.
cake better.
Key lime pie.
Key lime. Key lime cheesecake pie. Is
Cheesecake
cheesecake?
pie.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake is
good.
cake.
Pie.
Cake's in the word. Oh,
In a pie.
Man, I might go to cake just because of cheesecake.
Cheesecake in a pie. Pie crust.
Donuts or candy? That's a weird one.
Donuts.
Oh, man, candy.
Yeah, sometimes candy. Yeah, donuts though.
Dude,
Oh, donuts.
give me some Reese's.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Swimming pool or beach?
Swimming pool.
Beach.
It depends for
Beach
me.
all day.
It depends.
I don't
Sometimes I
like
just
sand.
I love the sand.
yeah. Sometimes I just want to go to the fucking beach.
It's good for you, man.
Well,
Like,
it's
it's an exfoliation. You guys put that shit on your face and sit and watch TV, watch Friends at night on a mask, and then you wash it all off. It's sand's in there.
What
Salt scrubby thing.
would you survive longer in an alien invasion or a zombie outbreak?
Alien invasion.
Yeah, you'd invite a zombie in your home.
I'd be like, if the zombies are here, just take me out now.
I prefer the aliens.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Because, like,
Well, we say that, but who knows what these aliens are gonna be like?
with every chunk of aliens, like, if there's, like, a whole, like, a battalion of aliens that come down, there's always going to be, like, a handful of them that are chill as fuck that are cool.
You think so?
That might save you.
You know what I mean? And you just want to make sure, like, maybe you could be the one that gets to hang out with the cool
How do you
aliens.
know this? There's never been aliens.
I'm just
here.
saying it's more optimistic.
You know-
Zombies, there's no cool zombies. They're not going, hey, we're fucking zombies, but
That's
we're
true.
cool.
You know why I
Like-
want it to be aliens is because you know how The Simpsons predicts everything?
Yes.
I want them to look like Kang and Kodos, those
Yeah.
aliens from The Simpsons, and be like, they fucking did it again.
yeah.
You know? That's it.
Get old Mac and me come down here or something. Fly the Navigator.
Mac and me. Disney Plus or Netflix, Colleen?
Myself, Netflix. The kids, Disney Plus, 100,
Ooh.
Oh,
100
I'm
million times.
Why Netflix?
I'm Disney
What
Plus.
on Netflix?
I mean, just don't watch Disney Plus unless
it's all the crime stuff.
documentaries
There's all
are
the documentaries.
Really good.
There's
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, some of their shows that they come up with are just really good, and they have a ton of comedy specials now.
Yeah. And if you ever want to go back and look for old school movies, they got tons of them.
Oh, don't even try that. Disney Plus wins that. All the Pixar,
Oh,
all
they
the
do
Star
too.
Wars.
Don't get me wrong,
all
they do
the,
too.
They kill it with that.
I feel like I got a little bit. I'd have to go to Netflix. I have a little bit of a Marvel. I love. I feel like
That's on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I feel like I'm just on the God, man. It's just I'm just being spoon fed it every week right now. It feels like
Yeah.
I'm just over it. Give me something different for a little while.
Peanut butter or Nutella?
Peanut butter.
Biscoff.
Peanut butter.
Biscoff.
I will take basic peanut butter even over Biscoff as much as I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
do. I would too.
If it was long
I
term,
would
if I had
too.
to choose
Yeah.
between Nutella, that almond, all those different peanut
peanut
butter,
butter.
crunchy peanut butter.
Peter Pan honey roast.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like Peter Pan honey roast.
Oh, that changed your life.
I'm not a hater to any type of peanut butter either. I can deal.
They just had
I can deal with the different
Jif.
kinds.
had a recall.
Ooh, big recall too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I gotta check mine.
Yep.
Yep.
Video games or board games?
Board games.
Yeah, me too.
Video games.
Not even close for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't even. This is so funny. The video game thing. This is how much I don't play video games. Is I got a text from the kid Dylan I work with at work. He's like, "Hey, we should do a Mario Kart tournament here," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "At Hardware." And I'm like, I looked at Brent. I was like, "He wants to do a Mario Kart tournament." I'm like, "Where we can put all the wires? Like, how is that going to work?" So I was like, "So how is this going to be set up?" He's like, "Oh, we'll just have a switch and attach it this way." I was like, "Oh wait, I guess nowadays you don't need the fucking cords and stuff." I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I'll talk to the owners to see if we can make something like that happen." But
it
like,
actually
God.
would bring a demographic in there.
Yeah.
Of nerds that play video games.
Yeah.
That like to drink beer as well.
Just like,
and it would probably be good.
I can't
It'll probably do
believe
well.
that I did not even like. Oh,
yeah.
man, it's like thinking about the wires and like blowing on.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm too old.
There's something about being immersed in a game with a headset and you're like, doing things.
Never done it.
I don't know.
I don't.
Never
like
once.
that one night you had the Oculus here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm good. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm
And our generation is the beginning line of that games or no games.
Yeah.
Like, you either
I
as a
see that.
kid were a hardcore gamer or your parents did not want it in your life and it wasn't in your life and you grew up with that not in your
Yeah.
life, so you never attached to it. You
Yeah.
never had that, like for like someone my age, we have a childhood remembrance of all the fun we had playing Mario.
Oh,
with
I
our
do.
friends
I
and-
do with the
Well, you
Nintendo.
did with the Nintendo,
But that's as far as
play
it
that,
goes.
and you play the Nintendo
Oh, yeah.
Classic. Like you play quite a bit.
No,
Not
I
anymore?
only play it when Riley wants to play Tecmo Bowl,
Oh, okay.
and we play Tecmo Bowl.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that all you're playing right now?
Paperboy
Okay.
and Mario 3.
Okay. We did a little Kung Fu this weekend.
I think we did
And,
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
We did a little Donkey Kong and we did some Black Bass.
Mhm.
Mario 3 is so good.
It's so good. The
Yeah.
Leaf.
Yes, of course.
It's so fucking good.
But yeah, the video game nowadays, I mean,
It's
they're
just too much
they're-
for me,
but
man.
They're amazing. They really are.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing what you can do.
I'd rather play Paperboy.
And I'm not like glorifying this in any way, shape, or form, but like these kids that are really, really, really good at video games, like they're starting to become important people to their countries. Like in Ukraine with all this war and shit going on, all the video game guys, they're flying all the drones.
Yeah.
They're doing all the surveillance and drone flying in real life now, to where they would do it in a video game form. If you're a male in Ukraine that played video games, instead of you, like, you are in this war, but you're using your talent that can be used in real world situations now, and fly drones for surveillance. It's crazy.
Paperboy.
Like there's all kinds of books and sci-fi movies being created, like Ready Player One and all that stuff.
I will say that
those are all the
that's
next
a fucking
generations.
great movie.
It is.
That's
man.
a really good movie.
Wait till you see Ready
Have
Player
you seen
2.
that, Colleen?
No.
Watch it.
What is it?
Ready Player.
Oh,
Just
it's
watch Ready Player One.
fantastic. It's fantastic.
No, it's Steven Spielberg, right?
Yeah.
No, Colleen, just watch it.
Are you sure? You guys tell me to watch a lot of stuff.
No. I don't. They do.
You know, you're
Ready,
right.
Ready Player One. Watch it.
It's one of those
It's such a
movies
good
that
movie.
everybody, because if you're an
The-
80s fan,
The
if
more
you're
you
a fan
talk
of the
about it,
80s,
she's not going to want to listen to it.
Want me
or
to tell you all
watch it.
about it?
No.
Please watch it.
Please.
How about that? Yeah. Scott, give me something to this weekend. Like I'm just doing stuff at the house, unpacking.
The new Top Gun.
No. Nope. You're not allowed to do that.
Charlie, watch the thing with Tom Brady I was telling you about.
What?
The
No,
man of the
don't-
stadium.
No, I
Why
Yes.
would you make him
I
watch
want-
something that he's
Or
already
the man
gonna
in
like
the
and
arena.
watch?
That's what it
I
is.
want Scott to give
It's-
me something
Nah.
to watch. I have not watched the New Boys at all.
Watch The Boys then.
Okay.
Yeah, just watch The Boys.
Oh my God.
The first episode of The New Boys is going to just, you're going to
Do they do a recap? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, they do a real good recap.
Okay.
They go through all 3 seasons of the
Good,
recap.
because it's been so long.
The
You guys-
first 10 minutes of the whole first episode, it hasn't even started yet. It's like a prequel to the start.
Okay.
And that's the best part of everything that they've done yet. It's
Like-
so crazy. You saw it, right?
When I watch The Boys, all of them, I'm like, how am I still watching this show? Because it is so gruesome and so gory and so in your fucking face weird.
You
And
have
I'm
to
like, I'm
cuss when you
still
say it, by the
watching
way.
it. And I'm
Yes.
still watching it. And I'm like, So then
Don't
season
you
3
love
starts,
the Butcher? Isn't the Butcher the best?
That first episode, like 15
Yeah,
minutes in, I'm like,
cunt.
oh my fucking
Like,
God.
he is everything, like everything that embodies what, like, I feel he should be Wolverine. Like,
He looks like him.
He looks like a Wolverine.
Yeah, he does.
And he would be
He
a
does.
better, cooler, meaner, more evil Wolverine that we
He's like a
want and need.
Florida Wolverine.
He's a badass Wolverine.
That's,
Like if Florida had Wolverine,
Yeah.
he'd be Florida Wolverine.
yeah.
the fish guy.
I love him.
Such
a bitch.
I really get so creeped out by all those.
He's creepy.
Like,
Remember when the girl was fingering his gills
yes,
in the early
that's
episode?
the shit. That's the shit that literally makes my stomach hurt when I'm watching. I'm like, this
Remember,
is
remember
so
the
gross.
dolphin a few seasons ago?
Yes.
That was one of my favorite things. Hey,
Yeah.
what happened? You saw the first episode of the new season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I cannot say I know, but like, Colleen, look at me. You know what I'm talking about.
Of course I know what you're talking about.
Did you laugh your ass off, or did you just close your eye?
I was
what
like,
did you do?
I was like, fuck, this is how it starts? Like, oh my God, what else is going to happen now? Because, like, it's so gross.
I'm going to read a text that Jared gave me.
Is
Y'all
You
it-
should have
keep
seen
going.
BJ's post. I said to BJ, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I forgot. He has me in the boys group in Facebook. I got to talk to him.
Call him right now.
We'll do it later. I don't want to fuck this up. Okay.
God, man, I don't know.
But we're going to talk to him for sure.
It's like after I watch that show, I have to, like, go and watch something wholesome.
Hold on.
Yeah, I guess
Like
so.
The Real Housewives.
I'll check it out.
Hold on.
Have you guys, Charlie, you still watching the Challenge All-Stars?
2 episodes in.
Okay.
He goes, holy fuck the boys. Didn't even get to the opening title. And it's probably the craziest thing on the show.
Yeah.
And it's the craziest thing that
Yeah.
the show's ever done.
All right, I'll check it out.
And you're going to fucking
But I'll text you when I watch it.
You're like,
butcher. Hey, and I'm sorry, Homelander, the actor who's playing Homelander
yeah,
is fucking killing it.
he's
Yeah,
so
I
good.
fucking
good.
hate him. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's good at
But you're supposed to hate him.
Right?
That's the whole point.
Like, I love his role. Like, he is killing it. I fucking fucking hate him. I hate everything about him. I fucking hate him.
Okay, so also,
Such a good show.
So moving on from the boys, Stranger Things. You watch it yet, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So good.
I'm already like,
I
what's the
had
next
to.
one?
I had to. The ending of that is so fucking good.
I can't wait for the final couple.
And I'll tell you,
They're going to be movies.
it's a lot like it's a horror show.
Oh yeah.
now. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
on.
It's on.
Yeah. it's
This
really
is hardcore. Like, this is.
good. They took so much from 80s horror. I
Oh
love
yeah.
it.
Don't watch that thing about. I'm like,
Oh,
Ava
yeah.
watches this, but I forget how old she is, and I'm like,
I
oh.
know.
It's like I'm like, I can't believe she's watching this, and then I'm like, wait, she's really a lot
Like-
older than I think.
Yeah, I know.
You know what's so cool about this is like, okay, like the Goonies were on an adventure, right? The Goonies did their thing. This has that, man.
I just watched Goonies the other day.
Th-
too.
it has
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
It has every.
Well, it's just like
Exactly
Stand
it.
By Me.
it's all of
That's
them.
why we
Yeah.
like it so much.
I love how they group everybody.
Yeah.
You know how like okay,
They
like-
separate them.
yeah, like it's you know what I mean. And then at the very end, when it's all time for them
Yeah.
to come together in the end, boom, they're all gonna be there. And like
I love Dustin. It's like, he didn't do this. He didn't do this.
Hopper,
Oh,
I love Hopper.
Hopper. Oh, God.
His role and Joyce, Winona. I love you more than anything.
Yeah.
She like, I've always had like a little crush on her, but her as the mom on Joyce.
See, I
the
think she's
spastic,
annoying. I think she's
crazy. I like that crazy in her. I don't know why, but like she is killing it in that role. She is playing it perfectly. Fucking love
Yeah,
you, Joyce.
she does, but
God, I
the
love you.
character is annoying as
Like-
shit.
Like she's in the house and she's fucking got lights everywhere.
Yeah.
And she's like, I fucking know something's wrong. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know, I love
I'm
her.
like, oh,
She's the best.
this chick's gonna just leave and go to Alaska, leave her fucking kids right when it's like the apocalypse, whatever the fuck is happening.
right.
Like, yeah, right. Don't take pictures.
To get Hopper back.
So this past weekend, I was just sitting in the house, and Ava was talking about Stranger Things, and she's like addicted to Stranger Things in the movie,
Yep.
in the new It.
Oh yeah.
So
Allie.
So her favorite actor is Finn Wolford, the one that plays Mike.
Okay, yeah, the skinny boy Mike.
Yeah,
11's
He's in
love.
It too.
Oh yeah, he
So
is. That's
you
right.
could
yeah.
tell she's got like a Like you can tell.
She's seen that Weezer video in a minute.
No, I'll show her though. You can tell. So I saw online they were having a Stranger Things pop, like it's a website. It's a raffle, and $100, and you get a autographed pop from him that's certified. JSA comes with the letter and everything. That's
cool.
I just bought it for her.
Did you really?
Yeah. But this is
cool,
this is what I wanted to ask is, like, I'm so excited for her to get it. Do I wait? Her birthday's in December.
No,
you fucking give it to her now. It's out.
They redo the Take On Me video and the kid for that kid.
You have to give it to her now. You can't.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold on.
I couldn't hold on to it. No way. There's a lot that could happen between here and December.
Yeah, you're
just give it to her. Fuck
Gotta
it.
give it to her.
Yeah.
Like there'll be something way cool you can get her then, but she will just out of nowhere that kind of gift.
Those are the better gifts right there. The ones you
just you're a straight A student. You're a badass.
It's the summer. Started our favorite shows out.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna go get a Lego, you're gonna get this badass shit.
And she deserves
Riley
it.
Get the Lego. Then that's what happens. Is then now I'll feel bad for Riley, and I'll take him to Dave and Buster's and blow $100 on you. You know?
Yeah.
This is one of those things you do.
So
there's
also Star Wars.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
And I mean, it's kind of bridging a lot of gaps that have been part of what's being released.
If you've been
now.
a fan since you were a kid, it's insane. It's so cool.
Can you watch it without seeing the other ones?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. They do an opening montage and
It's it's really cool. It's I wasn't as obviously big of a Star Wars fan as you guys.
I love it. I think it's great.
And The Mandalorian really got me going. Okay, and I know people think of the Boba Fett part as like kind of like it was a downer to some people.
I thought Book of Boba Fett was great.
Book of Boba Fett was so good.
Yeah, that was good too.
The more the Mandalorian was a part of that too at the end, the more I liked it too. It was just I loved them together as that group, that whole little thing they got going on. Obi-Wan, like that was a part of the 90s Phantom Menace.
Yeah, early 90s, early 2000s.
Those, like, I remember, like, not being, like, I watched the old Star Wars, but I wasn't like, I gotta go see these in the theater like a lot of Star Wars fans were.
Oh, I did.
But there was a huge downer. Like, the fans echoed, like, I don't like any of this. Nobody liked the Jabba the Hutt guy, or not Jabba, the Jar Jar Binks. There's a lot of parts of it that people didn't like.
There's a point to that shit. It was all adults that didn't like it.
Okay.
So like when the new ones just came out with Rey and Kylo Ren and all that, all of like our generation was like, these are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But listen, turn to your left, turn to your right.
Yeah,
Wherever your kid's sitting, and your kid loves that shit.
Yeah.
So it's not for us. That's what these fucking nerds don't understand. It's for the kids.
Oh yeah. That's
very
true.
If you think about it like that, then you'll enjoy it through the eyes of the kid. It's, it is what it is, man.
The Mandalorian, the way it tied that story.
Now that's for us adults. They were so like the fanfare was for the 40-year-old nerds.
I love what it brought to the Star. It made me respect and like all the old Star Wars better. So now that Obi-Wan's going on and I'm starting to watch this and they're bringing the Vader part in, as all that stuff's happening, it's tying stuff in for me. And I'm going, oh man, I really like this. One more thing, Boba Fett, the Sand people, the Tusken Raiders. They've always, for me personally, I don't know why, they've always been this weird mystery to me. Like, how the fuck do you understand what they're saying? No one ever talks about you. You're just these people that live in the sand.
And they go down a deep dive.
And you go down, and the way they took that first 2 episodes, everybody thought it was real slow. The way they let you intimately get to know those guys and then see them die.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said it.
Oh, do what you did.
It was it was like a big thing for me to make me really just, man, I fucking love the whole series.
That whole Mandalorian, Jon Favreau and Filoni thing.
Killing it.
Catering to 40-year-old nerds and then bringing in this little baby Yoda Grogu for the kids. Like, it was so smart. It was so smart.
It really was.
So smart.
I think if they keep tying these shows in with each other the way they did with that, because like I was like, there's no way that when I first saw The Mandalorian, I was like, oh, he's gonna be really soon because this isn't his show.
Yeah,
you know. But the whole episode was, I'm like, whoa, like they're really tying these shows together, and then they can still split off and do their own thing. I'm like, Now, this is amazing.
It
And if
really
they do
is.
that, like, then it's literally like,
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Because it makes things make sense.
It really is. It's fantastic. Have you guys gone back on Apple TV at all and went back and
I've
watched
never been on
The
Apple TV.
Foundation? Or
I
any
don't
of
get
that
why
stuff?
you like that like that app so much. Like I
We've
go in there and
told-
So
look,
good.
everything
We've told
looks
him
so
10
boring. There's
times.
like 10 shows.
So good. Yeah, but it's new, and that's why it's only $4 a month. You know what I mean? Is because they don't have the they're built. It just released. It's like brand
Wait.
new.
We're gonna wait.
There's more and more being released there all the time.
I mean, I
It's-
have it
it's
for
really
Ted
good.
Lasso, but like I'm like every
Never
time I'm like,
seen it.
oh, maybe something cool will be on here.
Did
And
you
it's
watch
like,
the morning show?
yeah, I just
Did you
kind of
watch
stopped
C?
though.
Did you watch
No,
C?
I don't know what that is.
Did you watch? Dude, there's so many. There's a lot of
No,
really good
there's
shows
like
on there.
10 shows, and
Yeah.
you like all of them, so I should watch all of them.
Yeah, they're
I
really all that
refuse
good.
to get another. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I
it's
just,
fantastic.
This old man putting his foot down.
C is every bit as good as Game of Thrones to me.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Calm down.
yeah, man.
Can't wait for that new
calm
Game
down.
of Thrones.
It's
The
not.
House of
It's
Dragon.
got Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa and their brothers,
You
and
just-
they're blind, and they just are
it's not
badass
better. It's not as good as Game of
blind
Thrones.
barbarians.
Oh my god. Do we have trivia?
Amazing.
Did you not do
I
trivia?
got some trivia.
Let's do it.
All right.
The answer is poop.
Feces.
And without the Foundation on Apple TV, there'd be no Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Was it something they ate? A group of hippos is called a snack, a bloat, a treat, or discomfort?
Snack.
Snack.
A snack is wrong.
It would be funny if it was right.
Yeah.
All these people calling each other snack. Okay.
A
Group
bloat.
of hippos.
A bloat.
While chimpanzees are animals genetically closest to humans, it turns out that we share 60% of the same DNA with rats, houseplants, bananas, or pigeons.
Plants.
Rats.
Bananas. 60%?
Not doing too good today.
A prolific South Carolina serial killer drove around in a hearse with a bumper sticker that read, "We haul anything, living or dead. My other car is a killer. Baby on board. Be a hero, give blood."
Be a hero, give blood.
The first one.
We haul anything, living or dead.
I mean, it's ours. Make a joke.
According to famous fast food restaurants employees, at the bottom of every ball pit is a freaky clown, baby poop, dead mice, or a security camera.
Dude,
Baby poop.
Dead mice.
Baby poop.
That was a softball.
I thought it was going to be pacifiers.
Yeah, there's 4 little quickies there for you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you guys got going on this weekend?
Donut pairing.
Oh, when's that start?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We may run out.
Nice.
I'm only
When are
getting
you working?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
You're-
Working all
are
of
you?
them. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not closing on Friday. I'm opening on Friday and Saturday.
What time do you leave Friday?
4:00.
Okay. Gotcha.
What do you have going on this weekend, Charlie?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah, man, just working on the house.
Nice, dude. How's that going? How's the house
It's great,
getting everything
man.
put up?
Yeah,
and-
we are. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot. But we're
When's the
getting it.
tour? When we
Whenever
having
you
that
want.
house party?
All you have to do is text me and say, Charlie, I'm on my way.
Okay.
And you just come over and hang out.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
We'll watch Apple TV
Deal.
together.
We were saying this earlier. I want to do. We're going to get some new equipment here coming up soon for the portable podcast that we're doing next Tuesday. Play Linda.
Mm-hmm.
I put up the event thing. We'll try to right after that next event. I'll throw up the next one.
Okay.
And every time you get the set for the month or whatever, just let me have
Yeah, that's
that,
cool.
and then I'll make some things happen for it.
People are excited. I have
Very
a group
cool.
that talks to me now every week.
Nice.
Brian, Carlos, Pam, and Tina, they come in like every week, and Brian mostly
Awesome.
talks about like
Oh,
wanting
that's
to be
great.
on. He's like, I listen to you guys all the time now.
Dude,
yeah.
I've had a few people do that. Even this weekend. Shout out to Jen. I love you if you're listening. We're out in the boat Sunday and in the St. John's, and all just everybody's hanging out drinking on a beach, and it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And they were telling us that they listen. We're doing really good. getting good downloads. We getting a good crowd every time we go up there.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love that. Well, we've done it 3 times now, so we're on our 4th month.
Yeah,
coming in doing it.
It's the first one I'm going to miss, and I hate it because I love it.
It was just you two and Richard, man.
Oh, yeah,
the last one.
Yeah,
I got such a man crush on him. Oh.
So you won't be here next Tuesday for that.
I'll be flying out on.
You'll be
Tuesday.
flying out, and then so it'll be Colleen, you, Chris, and I, and then whoever's there. We'll have an open mic, and let's funnel people in. Find out what the favorite
ask
beer
them
is.
these same questions that Charlie just asked me.
I'll find better ones. I was just trying to find something.
No, I like it. It's fine. Yeah. It's nice and quick, and you can tell a lot about a person by their answers.
You know, get deep into some of them. You know.
Yep. What are you doing? Nothing.
We're gonna go to the beach one day for sure. So I got the kids this weekend. Other than that, I don't know. Might try to link up with Charlie or
come up to the brewery, have some donuts and beer.
Do that, yeah.
Yeah, I might be able to get up there by 4.
And we're using Tim's donuts, which you guys know are the best in all town.
The best. Yeah. They're fantastic.
Yeah,
they really are. If you had their breakfast, like their burritos or breakfast burritos,
no,
just donuts.
It's hard for me not to. I love Sunrise Bread Company so much. It's
Kim's. They have their loyals, and they have that old school diner thing where you can sit up. You know, they have these little burritos. They're like avocado cheese, you know, or they have a sausage cheese.
Now I'm hungry.
They're small, little, they're real quick in and out.
Yeah,
they're so good.
Well, the point of that is there's rows of fucking donuts. Yeah. So you get avocado that you want. When I look at
it's like their whole family's in there working together, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're kicking ass in there together. It's awesome.
Well, I'll come see you Friday, Colleen.
Yay!
Oh, you guys have a good weekend.
Cool.
Get a hold of me.
I will.
We'll do some things.
Yes, sir.
And
Chris, we missed you.
Yeah, we miss you, buddy.
So we'll see you next
and
Tuesday.
I won't see you next. So it's going to be a long.
Chris is quite the chef.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's not get into that. I got to go.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Oh, next week I expect you guys both to make that.
We're getting there, Chris.
God.
We're ready. You be ready.
Right.
James Beard award-winning chef, Facebook chef Chris.
Oh, God.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more, saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more, saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that's just killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.